point number 3, which is self-awareness is the key to purpose. If you don't know yourself, it's hard to know what truly matters to you. Self-awareness is the foundation of purpose because it helps you recognize your strengths, values, and what naturally energizes you. Purpose isn't something external. It's something you uncover within yourself. Self-awareness is key. You need to you need to have the ability to take a pause in your life and actually look within yourself and see the things that resonate with you, see the things that don't. Start to unpack the things that you already have within yourself. That is how you cultivate purpose. But most people, rather than looking within and unpacking the things that they already have, they keep chasing after things externally and they wonder why they always feel lost. Because you're chasing after something that can only be found within yourself in the external world. That is a recipe to feel lost. And even when you get these things that you've been chasing after, it brings you even more despair and more discouragement because they don't bring you that sense of purpose. They don't bring you that sense of fulfillment that you thought they would when you were chasing after them. So what do? You chase even more. You chase after bigger and what seems like better things, right? And you fall into this rat race of constantly trying to pursue purpose, constantly trying to pursue fulfillment, constantly trying to find validation in all of these external things. And when they don't, you don't know what to do because your identity has been rooted in these things. And now you feel lost. But understand, flip it. Start to unpack the stuff you already have within you. Start to understand that your purpose is not something that you find externally. It's something you cultivate internally and start to move aligned and authentic down that path. And you are going to feel like you are moving in purpose, moving in your purpose, right? And you can put words to that in whatever way you want. You can articulate what that is, whatever way you want. It can be to inspire others. It could be to teach people about a certain way of life or perspective, whatever it is, however you want to articulate your purpose, that's for you. But the biggest thing is to genuinely feel like you're moving in purpose, right? And you need to have self-awareness for that because a lot of people, because they lack self-awareness, they're not even aware of why they feel so discouraged, why they feel so lost, why they lack so much clarity, why they keep doing things that don't really resonate with them. If you don't have self-awareness, you'll never be able to be aware of these things and start to navigate in a more healthier and aligned way. It says, pay attention to what activities make you lose track of time, what problems you feel deeply connected to, and what brings you a sense of peace and fulfillment when you do it. These are all clues to a path of purpose, right? Pay attention to what activities you do where you just lose track of time, where you just forget where you are because you're so engulfed in the activity, right? Whatever that may be. That's a sign that could be a passion that can help you to express your purpose. Figure out what problems you feel deeply connected to. Truly figure out what problems you feel deeply connected to because that could be a sign of an area or avenue you need to lean into, right? And what I've learned in this life is that we are all different because there's a lot of things that people feel incredibly passionate about and are deeply connected to that they just don't resonate with me. They just don't resonate with me. But that's a beautiful thing. That's not a negative thing. That's a beautiful thing because it just shows that we all have unique and special paths we're meant to go down. And everybody's purpose is unique in who they are and the way that they express that is different. And that's a beautiful thing, the fact that we can connect through our differences. Our differences are not to separate us. They're actually there to connect us. Each and every person is a one of one. Each and every person is unique. And when we all tap into our uniqueness of the things that we already have within ourselves and we start to move in that way, the things that we can create as a collective, the way that we can connect as a collective will be amazing, right? But so often we view differences as a means to separation. Oh, because they're different, because they think different, because they do different things, that means we can't be around each other. That means we can't connect. But usually the deepest connections come from one unique aligned individual connecting with another unique aligned individual and bringing that together, right? It says purpose often aligns with what comes natural to you. Your unique way of thinking, your unique way of feeling, or your unique way of creating. The more you lean into your natural gifts, the clearer your purpose becomes. It's going to be very, very difficult to feel like you're moving in purpose when you're constantly doing things that don't align. At the end of the day, you can't just keep doing things that don't align and just expect to have a fulfilling and purposeful life. No, you want to be doing things that align with who you actually are, because that is what makes you feel like you're moving in purpose, right? Depending on your situation, you might have to still figure out how to cultivate and bring purpose to that situation, because it can't change in the moment. And that is okay, because there's lessons and opportunities in that. But if you have the intention that I'm going to continue to move in a way where I'm stepping into things that are aligned, you're going to keep moving into different activities and external things that do align with that purpose, right? You need to understand that your purpose is going to be cultivated even more when you do things that genuinely align with who you are, right? If you're constantly, that's why school is so tough for so many people, because even for me, it was really tough because there wasn't really anything in school that I aligned with, that I genuinely liked to do. There was nothing. There was not one subject where I was like, yeah, I could do this the rest of my life. Nah, there wasn't, and it was really tough because school will make you feel like you have to pick one thing. Listen, if there's one lesson I learned from school, is to think outside the box. To think outside the box. That's all I got for you on that. You feel me? It says your purpose is not something you find, it's something you remember. Ooh, the purpose was always there. It's just about remembering it and cultivating and tapping into it. Come on.